Hey everyone, welcome to the show. We have yet another MAGA man who won't be casting a vote for Donald Trump in November because he was arrested. He was arrested on June 11th and charged for threatening an FBI agent. Here's the most bizarre part about this story. He threatened, this is a Trump supporter, he threatened the agent who was involved in Hunter Biden's investigation, but not because he investigated Hunter Biden. So here's the deal. 43-year-old Texas resident Timothy Muller left voicemails and he sent text messages to this agent shortly after Biden was convicted. So this was just this week. Mueller threatened the agent. He threatened his family as well because he believes the agent helped to cover up crimes that Biden committed. Specifically, he mentioned explicit photos of children on Biden's laptop. Now, to be clear, that has never been alleged. Not at all. I have heard of a lot of sketchy stuff on Biden's laptop, nothing having to do with children. In any case, though, this Mueller guy obviously heard it somewhere, believed it. He found the agent's number and he called him. So the first time Mueller called, the agent answered, and when he heard a man's voice say, "Hey," the agent hung up. So he must have suspected, this isn't a legitimate call. So Mueller called back and he left a message and he called the agent several names that I will not repeat because, number one, I don't want this video to get demonetized. I don't want it to get flagged for hate speech. I don't want to insult anyone, but let's just say it was a homophobic slur and the thing that Trump likes to grab without permission. So Mueller goes on to tell this FBI agent, quote, "You can run, but you can't fucking hide." And then he again made accusations of a cover-up, which I will not repeat because they're heinous lies. He cursed at the agent some more, and then he said, quote, "So here's how it's going to go. Trump's going to win the re-election, and then we're going to fucking go through the FBI and just start throwing you fuckers into jail. Or you can steal another election, and then the guns will come out, and we'll hunt you bleep suckers down." I'm not going to say the word again, I'll get demonetized, but you can imagine what comes before suckers. What do people suck? Anyway, some people. Anyway, we are going to hunt you bleep suckers down and slaughter you like the traitorous dogs you are in your own fucking homes, in your own fucking beds. The last thing you'll ever hear are the horrified shrieks of your widow and orphans. And then you know what we're going to do? We're going to string those fucking bleep suckers up. Same word again. We're going to slaughter your whole fucking family, you fucking pedophile. It's like that now. So choose jail or getting strung up and lynched like the fucking traitor you are. That's what happens when you cover up for fucking pedophiles, you piece of fucking shit. So Mueller followed up that call and the voicemail with 3 text messages. So the first one referred to the agent with another homophobic slur, and it said, quote, "You're going to jail if you're lucky, but I suspect you won't be. How's the family? Safe?" The next text included another homophobic slur, and it read in part, quote, "Nobody is afraid of you," things that Trump likes to grab, once again. "Quite the opposite, bitch. We want you so bad we can fucking taste it." And the final text was, quote, "Did you," homophobic slurs, again, "really think you were going to disenfranchise 75 million Americans and not die? LOL. So Mueller is facing now up to 10 years in prison for 1 count of interstate communication of threats and 1 count of influencing, impeding, or retaliating against a federal officer or official. A couple thoughts on this guy, a couple thoughts on his rants. First of all, Why does bigotry and mental illness seem to go hand in hand? I'm not being glib, I'm not being sarcastic. I actually would like to know why they appear to be intertwined. And I'm not saying that, oh, I know for sure this Muller guy is mentally ill, but there has to be something going on with you to make you hunt down a federal agent's phone number and then call them and threaten them multiple times, right? I'm just saying. And then it seems that most unhinged MAGA men and women are also raging bigots. They're anti Semites. I mean, they just hate everyone that, isn't straight and white and male. What is the correlation there? I wonder. If any of you are psychiatrists or psychologists, if you have an answer, if you happen to know if this has been studied, please drop it in the comments. I'd really like to know. I would also like to know what this Mueller guy thinks of his fellow MAGA men and women who harassed and threatened and silenced the woman who accused Donald Trump of beating and raping her when she was 13 years old. What you see here on your screen right now is the third and final lawsuit that the woman filed. She filed this against Trump in 2016, also against Jeffrey Epstein. She alleged that this happened at Jeffrey Epstein's New York property. The reason she filed 3 lawsuits was because the first one she tried to do on her own. She's not an attorney. She didn't know what she was doing. The judge kicked it out and said it wasn't filed properly. The second one, she used a friend who was a patent attorney, it's my understanding. He also didn't know what he was doing, not his job, he deals with patents. So he filed it and didn't ask for any money. They just didn't ask for really anything tangible as far as a punishment. And the judge was like, look, you can't put him in prison because the statute of limitations has run out a long time ago. So you have to ask for money. So you need to refile it. You need to ask for something, even if it's like $1, because the only thing you can get after the statute of limitations has run out is a financial penalty against the person. So she filed a third lawsuit, and she was targeted by MAGA with so many threats, she dropped the lawsuit. And I did not just read this somewhere. I've actually mentioned before, her third and final attorney is a fellow vegan named Lisa Bloom. And I have met her a couple of times. I have been in her home. We worked on a dog food project for shelter dogs together. So I spoke with Lisa Bloom in person in December of 2016. So this was shortly after they dropped the case. And I asked her, is there any way she's going to bring this case again? She personally explained to me that no, the alleged victim was so fearful for her own safety, for that of her family, because people were threatening them as well. She was too terrified. She didn't want to continue the case. She didn't want to revisit it. So, I wonder what Mueller thinks about that and, of what Trump is accused of doing there. Since keeps ranting about pedophiles. I mean, he's been accused. So anyway, there you go. I will let you know when or if I hear more about this guy, or when, I guess, when it's adjudicated and if he goes to prison, what his sentencing is. I will definitely let you all know. So thank you all so much for watching and listening. Please like this video, share it, become a subscriber if you have not, become a donor if you possibly can. Links are below in the description box on YouTube and the podcast. Love you all. Take care. Talk with you soon.